Welcome to Eating Smart in Buncombe County. We're here to share some tips on how you can eat fresh and easier in downtown Asheville and around the county. I'm here today at the George Washington Carver Edible Park in downtown Asheville, and I'm here with Bill Whipple, who stewards the park. Hey Bill, how are you today?
I'm fine, Marjorie. How are you doing?
Doing good.
Good to see you.
Can you tell us a little bit about the park?
It's an edible park. It has over 50 different varieties of fruits and nuts that you can eat. It's a place where all sorts of people, all demographics come down here to enjoy its beauty, its tranquility, its edibility, all within, 100 yards of downtown Asheville.
Wow, that's amazing. So can you tell us a little bit about some of these flowering plants that'll be fruiting that are, what are we standing in front of? What kind of a plant is this?
That's a blueberry, and we have, I don't know, maybe 15 to 20 different blueberry plants in the park here scattered around. It's a wonderful, we all love blueberries. This is a great plant for kids. If you want to bring your kids down here, there's some low-level plants like Nanking cherries and currants and blueberries. So this is a great time. Great kids can pick this themselves, and there's just something really important, I think, for kids to experience picking something and eating it off a plant versus the more common reality of going to the store and getting it in a piece of plastic.
Absolutely. What is this plant here? What's this tree?
That's a pear. It's a pear tree, and there's another pear tree right here. It's young. It's just barely starting to show some flowers because it's so young. But this one we should have some pears on this year.
Wow, that'll be great. And I see also behind us is a redbud tree. Now I love to take red buds and add them as a little zesty addition to a salad, a little sour note. So the red bud is absolutely edible at this stage, but doesn't produce a fruit.
No, it'll produce a small bean. It's also known to be somewhat of a nitrogen fixer. But most importantly here at the park, it brings in beneficial insects and pollinators. And you'll see right now it's covered with all sorts of bees, little wasps, little bees, and all those are the native pollinators that come in and pollinate the fruit trees around here.
That's great. Let's look and see what's over here. Here we are underneath a weeping mulberry bush. Tell us about this tree, Bill.
This little tree, Marjorie, is really neat. Kids love this one too because in the summertime, this will be completely covered with leaves. And it'll be like this little canopy. It's like a little fort, and the kids love to crawl in here, and you can pick mulberries off of here.
Wow. So what else do we have here nearby? It looks like there might be a fig tree just behind us.
Well, believe it or not, Marjorie, most people don't believe that figs grow up here, but they actually do quite well. You get hardy figs, and over here is a fig that's been in the park for probably, the park's been here for 12 years and it's still alive and it bears fruit, and you can tell by the end of the summer it has the most trampled grass around the base of it because it's probably the most popular fruiting plant in the park. People love the figs there. There's nothing like a fresh fig in the end of the summer. And we've got maybe 6 or 7 fig bushes here.
And you could walk right over here from your downtown work site, probably 10-minute walk, and pick yourself some fresh figs on your lunch hour.
Easily.
Easily. Great. Let's see what else we've got. Hey Bill, here we are underneath a pawpaw tree. What an interesting flower it has. What can you tell me about the pawpaw tree?
Well, the pawpaw tree is a native, Marjorie. And a lot of the old timers will remember pawpaws and the song about the pawpaw patch. It's a great tree. It has around the end of September, it'll have this funny looking fruit. It's green and it's sort of round, kind of green like my shirt and kind of oval like this. And it tastes somewhere between a banana and a mango.
Wow.
And it's actually a relative of the mango plant. And it's this funny cousin that stayed up north. I don't know how it got here, but we grow in all the coves around here, the damp coves, and we have this amongst other natives here in the park.
What are some other natives that we have?
We have some hazelnuts, which the local people used to call a river nut. The blueberry, of course, is a native.
So what about these beautiful violets?
Violets.
Are these also edible?
Absolutely.
All right.
And good for you, too.
Yeah. Well, Bill, what is the season here? When will there be trees and shrubs that actually are producing fruit?
The season is pretty long here, Marjorie, with the diversity that we have of over 50 fruits and nuts. We'll be having probably the service berries and the Nanking cherries will come in June, and that will carry all the way till after the frost when the persimmons, which are another native, and the medlars are bledded. It has to freeze for those actually to ripen up.
Wow, so all the way from June to November, there'll be beautiful, ripe fruit, berries, flowers, and all kinds of edible things, and folks can come by and partake.
Absolutely.
Wow, that's great. Well, might be interesting to see what are some other ways that you can eat smart in Buncombe County. Hi, welcome back to Eating Smart in Buncombe County. I'm Marjorie Vestal, and I'm here with Sona and Jai. Sona and I share an office at the Buncombe County Health Center, where Sona's being a summer intern in preparation for going to medical school eventually. And we walked over to see the Dr. George Washington Carver Edible Park. Have you ever seen this edible park before, Sona?
No, I haven't. This is my first time here.
Well, I'm dying to show you all the beautiful fruit that's on these trees right now. As a future physician, you must know how important good nutrition is.
Yes, I do.
Yeah. Do you have any edible parks in Gambia? She comes to us from Gambia in West Africa, and she hopes to return there someday as a physician. So, any edible parks in Gambia?
No, they don't have edible parks in Gambia. People have their own home gardens. So the parents walk on the garden and cook the food, so the children eat home-cooked meals using local foods.
Really? In Gambia, the parents have home gardens and the kids eat mostly fresh cooked food from their own garden.
Yeah.
Wow, well that's certainly nutritious. In Gambia, do they share resources? Are there local markets?
Yeah, people can go to the market every day, but most people go on Saturdays because it's a lot more people there.
Okay. Wow. So not too much fast food then in Gambia?
No, I don't even think they have fast food.
No fast food in Gambia. No. Okay. Well, let's go see what's fruiting here at the Edible Park. Okay. Here we are back at the Edible Park with Bill Whipple, who was with us in the spring when all the shrubs and the trees were flowering. And now it's later in the season, Bill, and it looks like some things have come into fruit.
It has. Welcome back, Marjorie, and thanks for bringing your friends. It's always good to see new faces here at the park.
Yep.
We got a whole cornucopia of wonderful fruit that has come from those flowers that you all saw earlier in your program. Some of the things that are in right now, we have the mulberries. We got a wonderful mulberry. Let me see your hands, Marjorie.
Oh.
Let's see.
Someone's been picking mulberries around here.
A friend of mine, Mr. Goodhart, tells me that if you don't have red stains on your hand in this time of the summer, that your life needs serious re-examination.
Okay. Let's see yours, Sona. Ours are clean. Okay.
So you guys need to re-examine your lives and get more fruit in your lives.
Okay.
So that's why you're here.
That's why we're here.
That's great. So we've got mulberries to help you get your hands nice and stained red. We've got an early crab apple that is really delicious. This is as good as any apple, even though it's a crab apple. Yeah, it's a very delicious apple. We've got the yellow plums. The red plums have already come and gone, but now we've got the yellow plums, which is an Asian plum. And then we've got white currants. They're real tart, and there's not a lot of these, but they're kind of fun if you've never had currants. And then we've got a Williams red early apple, which is a really delicious apple. For a June apple, it's one of the best. And then we have a cousin of the Rose of Sharon. That's white hibiscus, and I've already eaten 2 of the petals, but it's edible and actually quite delicious and will be quite lovely. And these have been washed off, by the way. They're very delicious to be beautiful on a salad, nice accent.
Wow, I never knew you could eat hibiscus flowers, and those are right here ready to pick and eat at the park.
Yes, they are.
I have also never seen a white currant. Now, I've seen red currants and black currants, but I've never seen this.
Mm-hmm.
And it's kind of a sweet tart sort of a fruit?
It's tart.
Uh-huh.
It's tart. It'd be good for cooking. Be real good for cooking. But it's also kind of fun. Kids love sour things. We had a kids group in here, and the little red plums were not quite ripe, and they were really sour, and we were picking them because they needed thinning, and the kids were like, can we have one? And we gave one to the kids, and his face all went inside out like that. And then, of course, all the kids wanted to have one because kids love sour things.
Yeah, of course they do.
So
yeah.
the kids would love the currants.
So that is a beautiful apple you've got there, but really this park is more than just about eating fruit, right?
It's a lot more, Marjorie. The fruit is just the surface of it. We're just volunteers that come out here. No one pays us. The city mows a little bit, but we take care of this. And it's really, I think, an important piece in Asheville as far as sustainability goes and community involvement. People get together. Everybody loves, that's one thing we all have in common is we love good food.
Yeah, absolutely.
And this is like a communion where we all come together and people come together and help. And we would love to have more people get enthusiastic about coming out here and enjoying the fruits as well as enjoying coming together and working and taking care of these trees. It's really satisfying.
I think now that more people know where the park is and all the wonderful abundance that's here, I think you may see more folks here at the Dr. George Washington Carver Edible Park just across Charlotte Street.
And they might want to know how to get a hold of us. A good way to get a hold of us is contact Quality Forward, which is a very accessible organization, nonprofit in town, and ask about how to get connected up with the Edible Park.
All right. Well, thanks so much for all your hard work that you've done here, and thanks for really enlightening us about all the beautiful fruits that are here. Well, it's been wonderful exploring this edible park. I'd also like to take and show you what's going on at tailgate markets around town. Just across Charlotte Street, across this walking bridge, is the French Broad Food Co-op Tailgate Market, which is open on Wednesday afternoons. And we're going to walk over and explore what's going on at the tailgate market, how we can buy some fresh vegetables from some local growers. Let's go meet Wanda and some of the PACE participants at the French Broad Food Co-op Tailgate Market.
Hi, I'm Wanda. I am looking for some kale today. Do you happen to have any?
I have my bunch greens in here. We've got two kinds of kale. We have red Russian kale and winter boar kale, and you can cook those up both the same way. And we have some bunch collards.
Oh, awesome. And you're from Green Toe Ground, right?
Yes.
Where is that?
We're in Yancey County. It's about an hour north of here, and we sell at this tailgate market and a couple other in Asheville.
Okay, so you come out how many times a week then?
3 times a week.
3 times a week. And everything's locally grown at your farm?
That's right. We don't use any pesticides or chemicals. We grow all this.
Awesome. Awesome. So is there anything else you want to tell me about my kale before I leave? Any special instructions?
Well, do you know how you want to cook it, or?
I don't. I kind of know what's traditional with my culture and everything like that, but what other ways are there to cook it?
What I like to do is saute up maybe some fresh garlic or some onions, and then either with olive oil or butter, and I chop it up real fine. Sometimes you can strip the leaves off the stem and just put a little water in there and let that cook down, and just keep adding a little water and maybe some soy sauce on top of that, and just let it simmer until it's tender. And I serve it over rice, or maybe as a side dish to some chicken or something like that.
Sounds good. I'm very excited about that. I love coming to the farmer's market.
Well, good.
Yes, I have opportunity to get fresh produce from my family, and it's just great. So I'm going to pick up some broccoli here. I'm going to steam this, and that'll be great.
I can weigh that for you if you want.
Sure, I'd love you to weigh that. Thank you.
Walking or riding your bike down to your local farmer's market is a great way to get some exercise and some local produce, as well as support local businesses. But if for some reason you can't get out to the tailgate market, you might be able to support local businesses and get fresh produce by buying a community-supported agriculture share. A CSA share is a way to ensure that you get some produce delivered every week. Some folks even have produce delivered to their work sites. Let's see how the Van Winkle Law Firm in downtown Asheville gets produce delivered to their work site.
Lake Julian is an ideal family recreational facility and the perfect place to relax. Located near Skyland, the park offers opportunities for picnicking, canoeing, sailing, and lots of fishing. The Buncombe County Parks and Recreation Department wants to invite you to experience Lake Julian for yourself. For information and directions, visit our website at buncombecounty.org or call 684-0376.
And if you can't make it to the tailgate market, you might be able to get fresh local produce delivered right to your work site. We're here at Van Winkle Law Firm in downtown Asheville with Katie Craig, who works here. Hey, Katie. Hey. And Mike Fortune, who is a local farmer who delivers produce to Van Winkle Law Firm every week during the growing season. This program is called Community Supported Agriculture, or CSA. So, hey y'all, how's it going?
Good. Great.
What's in this week's delivery, Mike?
Well, this week we have some traditional southern collards, we have some heirloom broccolis, we have a white Russian kale, and some rainbow chard.
Nice, looks good. So Katie, you work here and you're kind of helping to coordinate. This is the first time you've ever had produce delivered. So how's it going for you?
So far, so good. We started getting deliveries in late April and we should get them through October, and we're all really excited about them.
Great. So how many employees do you have participating in the program?
We have about 12 employees who are divvying up the 2 to 3 pounds of produce that we get per week.
And do you also exchange cooking tips, recipes, that sort of thing?
We do. I get some recipes for us off the internet, and then we also get some recipes from Healthy Buncombe.
And do you have a favorite, something that's been delivered to you? What's been your favorite?
So far, this season, the rainbow chard has been the most popular for both its color and its flavor.
Nice. So, Mike, you grow this stuff.
Yes, we do. Yeah, we have 2 farms right now that we're working with where this is coming from. The rainbow chard is grown in West Asheville, inside the city limits of Asheville at my urban farm, and the other is grown on a 70-year-old tobacco farm that we're transitioning, and it's in Barnardsville. And
transitioning from growing tobacco to growing some
organic vegetables. It's been 4 years out of the tobacco, and I am the first farmer given the opportunity to work with them, so I'm pretty excited.
That's great. And you grow it organically?
Yes, we do. And all these are heirloom varieties and non-genetically modified organisms.
That's great. So how many work sites do you have in downtown Asheville participating in this CSA program?
We're delivering to 4 businesses, and we deliver or have delivered to practically most of your favorite restaurants throughout Asheville.
Wow, that's great. Grown right here in Buncombe County. That's wonderful. So, Katie, are you finding that it's helping folks here at the work site to it's more convenient for them to eat more local food?
Absolutely. It's more convenient, and we're excited about it.
Great. And do you think that local food is more nutritious?
I'd have to argue that it is. The fresher you can get it and the less distance it travels, the better it is for you and more vitamins and minerals there are in it.
Plus, helping our local economy.
Exactly.
Too. Hey, doesn't get much better than that. Well, it's a great new program. I want to thank you, Katie, for the hard work that you've put in to help to coordinate this here at your work site. And I want to thank you, Mike, for the work that you're doing to grow food locally and get it out here to some of these downtown businesses.
Well, thank you, Marjorie.
Yeah. Community-supported agriculture helps the local farmer and the consumer. The farmer is assured of a reliable market for produce grown. Consumers are assured that it's grown fresh and nearby. Having a direct relationship with people who grow your food is good for everyone. You can find out more about community-supported agriculture at the Appalachian Sustainable Agriculture Project at 828-236-1282 or check out their website, www.asapconnections.org. Eating smart in Buncombe County can be fun and delicious. Think about supporting your local food growers and treating yourself to fresher, more nutritious food. Here's how to find out where you can get local produce and what's available now. In Buncombe County, we're blessed with abundant opportunities to eat fresh and locally. I hope that you'll consider some of the tips we've shared with you in this program and take even bigger steps toward eating fresh in Buncombe County. This show was brought to you by the Healthy Buncombe Physical Activity and Nutrition Coalition in partnership with BCTV. Thanks for staying with us.